Hello all, my name is Devyani Deshmukh and I am a practicing psychologist. So today's topic is self-conflict. I mean, who on the earth has not faced self-conflict in any way? Especially these days, right, when we have a lot of things happening around us, especially when we have to choose between this or that. Or sometimes even when we don't have to choose anything, still our mind gets confused. Exactly, this is self-conflict. Self-conflict takes place in a human's mind. Human versus self, literally. Yes, conflict. This is an inner struggle of a human to select between this or that, or say between right or wrong, between to do it or not to do it, or be it anything. Now the seeds of self-conflict are sown somewhere during our childhood by our parents, by our surrounding, or in our house, through our culture, etc. etc. But our parents try to teach us the difference between good and bad. They try to teach us the choices of right and wrong. They try to teach us many good things. They try to teach us to think twice before doing something, which is good in a way, of course, but overpowering values is also harmful. Now, our parents try to teach us good and bad, or say the sense of good and bad is taught by our parents and our surrounding. Now as we grow up, our choices start changing. Now there's a confusion created, especially when there is a selection of choices of to choose between the thing taught to us by our parents or to choose the choices which we went on building over the years. Now if these things contradict, the fight starts in within, whether to choose the choices which are taught to us by our parents or by ourselves. Now, the choices taught to us by our parents and the choices we went on building, it is not compulsory that they should match. Sometimes they can contradict, of course, and it is not bad. Especially these days when we are open enough to express whatever we feel, and especially now when we have a lot of platforms to express ourselves, and somewhere it has inherited in not inherited especially, but these things went on building over the years because of the social media or because of the surrounding, because of the development in the surrounding, that we are go to express whatever we feel. We do not hesitate to express whatever we feel to our parents or say to people out there. We just go on, we just express ourselves, right? But during olden days, or say during the days of our parents, the youngsters, even if they wanted to express themselves during those days, they were not able to do that. So there was a difference. Those days were the days where people used to think according to other people's perspective. So they went on learning. They did not have a platform to change, to filter their choices. Now the real struggle begins when we have to do something, or whenever we have to take a decision. Even when we do not have to choose between this or that, our mind automatically falls into confusion. And this is because our mind is conditioned since childhood to think twice before doing some things. So even if we do not have to think before doing anything, our mind automatically thinks, and this leads to overthinking, this leads to confusion, and this leads to self-conflict. Now same happened during our childhood. Our childhood was mostly into a strict atmosphere where virtues, cultures, ethics, spirituality was high on the teaching. Hence the learning of right and wrong was already evaluated under the name of spirituality, or say God. Now this gave birth to self-doubt. This hurt self-belief in a way, because the freedom of choosing of right and wrong was already evaluated, or already fell into an evaluation zone. Now those days were the relative influencing days. Now if some relative just came up and made fun of us, of our physique, or say anything, some parents, I'm saying some, not all, wouldn't say anything to them, just under the name of preserving those relations, which didn't matter anyway. But on the contrary, they used to come home and they used to scold us, and this gave birth to self-doubt. This gave birth to hurt of self-belief. This decreased the belief which influenced the self-belief of us. Now we went on growing thinking according to others' perspective, according to others' thinking, according to others' point of view. And this went on giving birth to self-doubt, and it went on going deep. We went on getting inclined towards society and less towards ourselves. And the journey of self-doubt, self-belief, declining went on just because we hesitated to take charge of ourselves, just because we hesitate to take responsibility of our thoughts, just because we hesitate to choose independently, just because we need somebody to just come up and to just make us believe in ourselves, to just make us believe that we are worth getting a sky, we are worth deserving more, and that we deserve best of all. Try to love yourself to the fullest, be it right or be it wrong. Try to love yourself with whatever you are. Learn to express, learn to process, learn to express your thoughts just the way they are. Learn to love yourself to the fullest. Take charge of your rights and take charge of your wrongs, so that if sometimes your negative mind just comes up and says to you, self-doubt, just go and say to it, what's that? Try to share this video to as much as you can so that the discouraged may feel encouraged. Till then, regards, Helping Hearts. Thank you.